DC is providing fans an early look at some incredible artwork from Batman number 118 by artist Jorge Molina. After the events of Fear State, everybody including the citizens of Gotham City and Batman need some time to celebrate, heal, and process surviving the plans of the Scarecrow and the Magistrate. Batman has retreated alone, into the darkness, only to leave Gotham when he finds out about a mystery involving Batman, Incorporated. This takes the Dark Knight on a new adventure, full of thrills, chills, and intrigue on an international scale. Batman number 118 is the first chapter of Abyss, a 4-issue story arc by fan-favorite writer Joshua Williamson with art by Jorge Molina. The main cover is also by Molina, with a primary variant cover by Francesco Mattina. Official description for Batman number 118. New creative team. Start of a new story arc as Batman leaves Gotham. Abyss Part 1. As Gotham celebrates surviving Fear State, Batman retreats alone into the darkness. But when he learns of a mystery involving Batman Incorporated, it forces the Caped Crusader to leave Gotham for a brand new adventure. Thrills, chills, and international intrigue await. The Dark Knight begins a new story with superstar artist Jorge Molina and new writer Joshua Williamson. The Scarecrow's campaign of terror and the Magistrate's aggressive attempts to pacify Gotham City comes to a head for Batman and all his allies with the explosive conclusion to Fear State this month. Jace Fox has been on the front lines, fighting his own war with the Magistrate's forces. Following the collapse of the Magistrate program, Jace Fox is still doing damage control from the events of Fear State. Amidst its defeat, a Magistrate hit team is on the hunt for the next Batman, looking for some serious payback. I Am Batman is written by award-winning screenwriter John Ridley, with art by Segovia and Christian Duce. Official description for I Am Batman number 4. Fear State Aftermath. Following the collapse of the Magistrate program, Jace Fox is still doing damage control from the events of Fear State. There's a dangerous new player in Gotham, however, and they've set their sights on bringing down the Dark Knight. Preview teases Luke's fight against the corrupt police officers known as the Regulators as well as his team up with Elektra Natchios. Created by Archie Goodwin, George Tuska, Roy Thomas, and John Romita Sr., Luke Cage Power Man first appeared in 1972's Hero for Hire number 1. Luke gains superhero strength and endurance when subjected to an experimental procedure while in prison. Over the years, Luke has starred in a number of different series. However, Luke Cage, City of Fire is the first time the hero has headlined a comic book since his last self-titled series ended in 2018. The issue itself will be part of the Devil's Reign crossover, which sees New York City Mayor Wilson Fisk attempting to take out his oldest foes, New York City costumed vigilantes. To accomplish his goal, Fisk outlaws superheroes in the city. His exact connection to the Regulators isn't known at this time, but the preview and solicitation information for Luke Cage, City of Fire make clear their penchant for violence is part of Fisk's plan. Official description for Luke Cage City of Fire number 1. When a black man is murdered by a police officer in New York City, Luke Cage is called to action. But what does a good man do when protecting the streets puts him at odds with his own people? A coterie of crooked cops named the Regulators are out to terrorize ordinary citizens, and with Daredevil determined to bring them down no matter the cost and Mayor Fisk equally determined to use them to tighten his grip on the city, it's up to Cage to keep the city from completely going up in flames. Joined by an exciting lineup of artists, celebrated creator Ho-Che Anderson makes his Marvel debut with an ambitious, hard-hitting story unlike any you've seen in the 616. Change is coming and it starts here. Spider-Man's life has been plagued by goblins for almost 60 years. And this February, a brand new one will glide into Ben Reilly's life to continue this tradition. Brace yourself for the introduction of Queen Goblin. This vicious new goblin with long roots in Spider-Man history is set to put a terrifying spin on Amazing Spider-Man's current Beyond era. Designed by Marvel Stormbreaker Patrick Gleason, Queen Goblin will make her explosive first appearance in Amazing Spider-Man number 88 and continue to plague Spider-Man and much of New York City in Amazing Spider-Man number 89 and Amazing Spider-Man number 90. Queen Goblin was one of the coolest ideas from our Beyond Story Summit, says executive editor Nick Lowe. All of the writers were riffing on the concept and character, and when Pat Gleason dug in on the design we all lost it. You aren't going to believe this newest addition to Spidey's Rogues Gallery. When Nick and ZEB asked me to help with character design for Queen Goblin in Beyond, I was thrilled, says Gleason. We went new medieval with some tweaks on the old Goblin toys. What's even more fun is letting her off the chain and watching the rest of the art team like Arthur Adams run with her. The writing team has been working like crazy to make her debut worthy of a queen. I'm writing a scene now that will hopefully melt some brains too. Also coming in February will be a special one-shot written by Jeffrey Thorne with art by Jan Bazaldua and Jim Tao. Amazing Spider-Man number 88 will feature the return of the fan-favorite superhero team the Slingers. You didn't think the Beyond Corporation only had one hero on their payroll? Watch as Hobie Brown ascends to new heights as the Hornet. Writer Saladin Ahmed and artist Michelle Bandini's run on Miles Morales, Spider-Man will also continue to be impacted by the events of the Beyond era. Issue number 35 will see Miles and Shift facing off against Space Stone host Quantum and the Assessor. And their only hope at victory lies with the Beyond Corporation. A group of heroes investigate the Alchemist's cave in search of Iron Man, only to find him missing. This leads to a revelation about just what Captain America smells like. The Dark Ages storyline has seen a being called the Unmaker awakening and causing a massive amount of devastation on Earth. This results in a post-apocalyptic society without electricity and its associated conveniences. Soon, though, Apocalypse hatches a plan to once again awaken the Unmaker, which leads to him kidnapping Tony. In order to achieve his plans, Apocalypse has Mystique impersonate Captain America and lead him into an ambush. Dark Ages number 3 initially focuses on Johnny Storm at a tea party for a group of children. Things get a bit awkward when Johnny makes a reference to Galactus, who none of the children know. The proceedings get interrupted by Jessica Drew, though, who comes bearing bad news. Dark Ages number 3 then cuts to several heroes investigating Tony's disappearance. Gabby Kinney confirms Steve was never at the Alchemist's cave, saying, "Captain America smells like a sturdy oak table and duty. Someone else was here." X-23 then correctly identifies the scent as belonging to Mystique. Official description for Dark Ages number 3. After the lights go out, strange things lurk within the darkness. The Earth has been plunged into darkness, and Avengers and X-Men have begun vanishing in the night. They have been taken and twisted by Apocalypse to serve an evil older than the world. A group of heroes will assemble to travel across the Dark Planet in a desperate attempt to rescue their friends and save a civilization already on its knees.